Hey, this is Tracy Nelson. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Creation Adventures and Outdoor Education. And today I'm continuing a series on basic handguns. Okay, and if you've been tracking, I did. Of course, I did a shotgun, one on shotgun as possible home defense. Then I did one on a single action revolver, then a double action revolver, and then I did one on a semi-automatic 22 rimfire, the Ruger Mark II. And today I want to take you, kind of go up in caliber as far as the size, and I want to show you what most people refer to as a pocket pistol. Okay, now remember those rules of firearm safety. Treat every gun as if it's loaded and point it in a safe direction. I'm pointing it at an angle toward the ground over there. There's nothing over there but trees and leaves. Okay, keep it pointed in the safe direction. In other words, control your muzzle. Okay, and then remember I said we're not going to put our finger inside the trigger on the trigger until we're ready to shoot. And then also we're going to identify our target and what's beyond our target to make sure that our rounds are not just flying off and we don't know where they're going. Now, this is, like I said, this is a Ruger LCP 2. Okay, and I'm not doing Ruger commercials. I don't. But these are some of the weapons I have some experience with. Now, it is a semi-auto. I'll kind of break it down for you. So, of course, here's your trigger guard, your grip, your slide, all right, of course your muzzle, and this has the sights they're not much, they're built in right there to the slide. Okay, and then let me come around this side. It's safe over here too. All right, just make sure that here we have this small, this is your slide release. I just pulled the slide back. Okay, that's the slide release. It's real small. Okay, that's the way it goes forward. Now, here is the magazine for this handgun, and the magazine just slides up in there and locks in place. Like I said, this is known, most people would call this a pocket pistol. Okay, and what we'll do, you notice I'm keeping it away from me, keeping it pointed down range, lock it back, and you can see that there's not a round in the chamber. There's not one in the magazine. Okay, now to get the slide forward, you can either hit the slide release, or you can release it by gripping it and let it. So there's two magazines. This is a round for the 380. It's a full metal jacket round. I'll kind of show you how. Just press that top round down. Now, I will say this about these little pocket pistols. A lot of people they like them because they're easy to conceal. Okay, that is an advantage. Some people think they just, I mean, I know this sounds bad, but I've heard people say, oh, it's a cute pistol. Well, I don't know about that. That wouldn't be a reason to buy that handgun. So here's something to think about. The smaller the handgun, as far as the size, typically the more difficult it's going to be to shoot. Let me say it again. The smaller the handgun, typically the more difficult it's going to be to shoot. Okay, get some more rounds out of my pocket here. Now usually somebody will have something like this in their pocket where so it won't, you know, ride low in their pocket, and this will be in their pocket and they'll carry this handgun like so. Okay, so there it is. I'm gonna go up and shoot this target on the left. Now I'm gonna get close. This is a really close self-defense weapon. It's difficult to shoot this at any range, even from right here at 12 yards. So I'll move up to about 5 yards for this one. So my magazine's loaded. It's in the pistol. I'll rack this thing back. Now it's hot. Okay, it's ready to shoot. Okay, just like that other one, it locked back when the last round was shot. So you release the magazine. Now, this does not have like a manual safety. The safety is right here on the trigger. So without squeezing that part of the trigger, then the gun won't go off. All right, so I'm gonna do it again. I shot one-handed because that's the way that I have trained with this handgun. Okay. Alright, so I covered up a lot of the holes I already had in that target. So all those new holes are what I just did with that. Now, here's what I will say about these pocket pistols. And the sun is just right there in the bad spot, but I don't recommend for a beginner to buy one of those pocket pistols. Now I know people that carry these pocket pistols, but they don't shoot them near enough to be, I mean, really, to be honest with you, it's a me to you right now. It's about 3 yards, maybe. That's what, something like that. Most people could only hit something about that far away. I've shot that one a good bit, and I could probably do okay from this range, and I may try it in a minute and see how I do. But all that said, to say this, that would be just something to consider if you're looking at one of those small. The larger the frame, the more you'll be able to hold on and to get a good grip. You can't really get a good grip, and you saw me I shot that with one hand, because two hands, it's got such a small grip that it's difficult to get everything together. Anyway, that's my demonstration to you, to give you the information on the Ruger LCP 2 380 caliber. All right, well, like, subscribe if you like this content, and I hope you have a great day, and God bless you.